Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease in my life, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome.
Welcome back. What's going on, y'all? All right. So I'm just looking at this. I stream on a YouTube, right? And I just noticed it has this dual stream thing where you can automatically generate a vertical cropped version for the shorts feed. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects I've been meaning to work on. Stretch. Because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. And by doing untilit.works, it allows me to set aside and dedicate time to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on. Like I'm coding up a dashboard for a web application I created that users can then create an item, right? That I'll then, the files will be saved, and then I'll make them and ship them out to them. But I want it to be able to, so I can have a dashboard where I can see the orders come in, and I want the user to be able to log into a dashboard as well and see the process that their order is going through. And so I worked on it. Some of it I built in anti-gravity, which I've been playing around with, and it's not too bad so far. I'm just trying to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to having like a AI in my code editor, so that's been fine. And but yeah, so I'm going to be working on trying to get the dashboard deployed so that the web application that creates the orders, I'll be able to see it, and the user will be able to see it as well. So we'll see. All right. With all that being said, untilit.works consists of ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are 45 minutes heads down, working and working on, trying to make some progress. Break sessions are these where I'll pop up on the video to remind you to take a break. You can get up, walk around, drink some water, and or sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Either way, don't let your mind think about the thing you're just working on. Like I mentioned, I'll pop up on the video, but if you ever come to the site in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen, and that's because browsers allow to play video with audio. That's why I've noticed there you say may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that is the open close caption button. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. So if you click that button, a space will open up, and hopefully the words I'm saying will be transcribed accurately and placed in that space. There are 2 buttons. Don't worry about them. They're broken. There's a countdown timer counting when the next work session starts. And then if you'd like to join the room to chat or ask questions, you can do that there with that link that says join the room. Cool. All right. So let me show you what the break session looks like. The work session. So yeah, so during the time between the first cipher and the second cipher, I just took a nap. I was so tired. And so I have the next 2 weeks off. So I'm trying to make sure I get as much rest as I can in between that time. All right, so work session looks like this. In the upper right-hand corner, if you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. On the left, there's an audio player, so when you listen to tunes while you're working on, you can do that there. Towards the center is the to-do section where it says add a task. You type in your task, hit enter or the plus button, and it'll add it to the list. You can edit the task by clicking the text. If you want to delete it, click the X button. If you want to mark it complete, click the checkbox. Now then send it to the done section. If you click the header done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. If you click the Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter in a new tab, and it'll pre-populate a tweet listing out all the things you got done, like little nice check marks next to them. For me, it's like a nice visual way. Like if I go back scrolling through my timeline, I'm like, oh, I got some stuff done, feeling good going into the week. All right, over in the right column, we have a countdown timer, count when the next break session happens. Again, like 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. So if you don't have a thing that you particularly want to work on, but you still want to be productive, and you heard that web development sounds pretty cool, but you don't know where to start, I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through them, I think at the end, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, you can make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing it. So those are there. Now, if you're already into web development and you're looking for like cool projects that you can kind of like pick up, follow the tutorial, and at the end have something you can work on, and maybe your creative juices are going to where you can extend that project or maybe start something brand new, I have links to 3 tutorials that go to the Vonage developer platform. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibility is to look over tutorials. So, for example, one of them is after you follow the tutorial, you have a web application with an input box and a call button. You put your real-world phone number in that input box, hit call, and your real-world phone will ring. I have one that's the opposite, where you get a virtual number, link that to your application you create following that tutorial, and then from your real-world phone, call that virtual number and you'll be able to answer it in the web application that you create. And there's one where like 2 users like log in to an application, and then one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth. So those are there. Hako will come back to. Show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that process. And then don't worry about the highlight section. That's part of the thing that's broken. I'll fix that at some point. Hako. Hako stands for Help a Coder/Creator Out. It's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on what you're working on, you can create a Hako, which is a room. Then you can then invite people to join the room. And the hope is that together as a collective, be able to come up with a solution or feedback on the thing that you're working on. So if you're to click View Hako, it shows you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to request to join the room. I also added this filter by keyword list. So there's a specific subject or topic that you're looking for. Maybe it'll be in the list and you'll be able to narrow down the Hakos by that. Now, if you click Create a Hako, you're presented with this form. Put in title and 3 keywords, hit create, it'll generate a unique URL that you can then copy or click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it looks like this. We have the title here at the top. On the right, you can leave with the leave button. There's an open menu for some more options. We can chat in the text chat here to the right. On the left is another countdown timer, counting when the next break session happens. Again, like 15 minutes after the hour. You can copy the URL again, and you can click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks your link, they don't automatically join your room. They're going to be requesting to join your room, so they'll show up under pending. You can click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to see whether you like to approve or deny them. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them and kick them out your room. Now, as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen, because, again, the point of the Hako is for you to get the help or feedback on the thing that you're working on. I think by being able to share your screen and showing others what you're seeing, you'll be able to provide the context for them to get you that help because they can see what you're seeing. Now, the way you communicate with Hako, like I mentioned, there's a text chat here to the right. You put in your message here towards the bottom, hit send, and it'll add your message to the list of messages. I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled, because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Now, I also add the ability to do the opposite. We enable text to speech. So if you're not looking at the text chat, you'll still be able to follow along, because any messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. And that's pretty much it. Again, you can check out all the different Hakos that have been created. And yeah, cool. That was a quick one. I'm going to get y'all back to work because I still haven't finished posting to the post radio show promo stuff. So I'm going to go and work on that. Again, I'm just kind of like a lazy Sunday. I'm kind of chilling. My main goals are to do the post radio show promo stuff and then get the dashboard up and running. Yeah, I could do that. I think, yeah, I should be able to do that. And then, because there's some stuff I need to integrate with Stripe. And then there's Firebase cloud functions I need to work on as well. So I'm going to work on that. I want to see if I can, because I have like the files. I just need to put them into like an Astro project. I'm wondering if anti-gravity could do that. I've been playing around again with anti-gravity, kind of see what it can and can't do. I've been having issues with it generating like mock-ups, but I don't think that's been fixed yet. I've been kind of playing around with it. Like I have a a project I created. It's like just vanilla HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and it will. I'm like, hey, put this in an Astro project. It did pretty well. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try that with this one. We'll see. But let me get y'all back to work so I can get back to work and get some stuff done. So again, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna send y'all off with the traveling music. This right here is by an artist that goes by the name of Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. The track's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. And see you like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. And here you go. Peace.
I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like hell. And everybody says hell. We spread love like hell. I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there